Louis Vuitton just dropped a new Pochette Clés, and it is the S version. But how does it compare to the classic that's been a favorite for decades? Let me show you what changed and what actually is worth your money. Hi, I am Murphy, and I am in a luxury industry for more than 10 years. And I am here to help you pick the right pieces from your full size trunk to the smallest SLGs when it comes to shopping. Today, we're diving into the comparison of the new Pochette Clés S in comparison with the classic Pochette Clés. We will look at the materials, what fits inside, the price differences, and at the end, I will give you my honest opinion which one is better for me. Or maybe for you. And you have to stay tuned until the end, especially if you are making a decision whether either of these two products will become a part of your daily essentials. So let's first talk about the material. First of all, let's talk about the classic Pochette Clés, right? The classic Pochette Clés, if you are a Louis Vuitton fan, you should have at least once considered having this because this is one of the most useful, in my opinion, when it comes to owning a small an SLG, which is a small leather good. The material comes with, of course, canvas. Canvas in monogram and damier most of the time. That is the most classic, but we have seasonal collections from time to time. Going back to the material, sorry, I got lost in there. It is structured but soft. It has an LV iconic zipper with gold tone hardware that we've known for years. Now let's move on to the Pochette Clés S. For now, it only comes in monogram print. For now, it could be launching in a different seasonal collection in the future, maybe. It's not a confirmation, but that's what happens all the time. But what's interesting is that it has a more rectangular silhouette. It has a thicker canvas feel if you're going to compare it with the Pochette Clés Classic. And it has the same keyring that you can use to hook your keys. Who uses keys nowadays? Because now everything is card. But if you still uses keys, you can actually put your keys onto that ring, so you can put your keys inside. For the new Pochette Clés, the material as with the canvas, there's really no difference as we're talking to the material right now, and also the gold hardware is a gold-plated brass material, which also doesn't change. For both, you will still feel a polished and original casual vintage vibe. Despite of the Pochette Clés S being a newer version, it still feels vintage because of the canvas material. Although I would like to add as well that even with the bags or SLG, the new canvas launches lately has been more supple compared to maybe 10 years ago, that it's more structured. Well, you can feel that too with the current Pochette Clés S versus the classic Pochette Clés. Can we use keyring? Pochette Clés is really a very uncomfortable word for me, but I'll stick to it because it sounds more polished. And as I mentioned, the difference with the canvas feel, some of you might wonder if there is a difference with the quality of the leather or the canvas. Of the canvas. Both canvas are formulated to be very durable over time as you use it. So there is no difference when it comes to the quality. It's just that the feel now, because of the trend of a more supple feeling of a bag or a material of a handbag, that's why not all, some of the new models are with the more supple canvas. Okay, the next one that we are going to talk about is the dimensions or the size comparisons. So the classic Pochette Clés is 12 by 7 cm. It's small, slim, and it fits nicely to a mini bag. Now with Pochette Clés S, it's slightly more narrow, but it's longer. It's 15 by 9 cm. It just is really bigger than the Pochette Clés, although I feel that the classic Clés is a little bit chunkier when it comes to width compared to Pochette Clés S, which is new. Pochette Clés S feels slimmer, and but to be honest, it's really unnoticeable. The width, because it's 1 cm, like how will you even notice? But the internal space is what really makes a difference. It really matters because I will show you what fits inside after this. Now, what fits inside this Pochette Clés? So usually it will fit 5 to 6 keys. A card is surprisingly can fit inside a Pochette Clés. A folded bill or coins. A folded bill, maybe you can fold them 3 times. A USB stick. I don't know what else. If you're wondering if your earpods can fit inside, no, the classic Pochette Clés is too full. It's too slim and small for your earpods, so no earpods for that. You know, Pochette Clés is actually tight, but it gets the job done, and it's minimalist and practical. Now with the Pochette Clés S, okay, keys. You can fit a lot of keys. I don't know how much, but a lot because this is really very spacious. Cards, you can put a card inside because there's also a pocket inside where you can put 1 to 2, maybe 3 cards inside the card that you need. Maybe if you're going for a break time or just going party with your friends. An earpods can fit inside. Yes, yes, that's a good point. A lip balm, up to 2 lip balm can actually fit inside. If you have nothing else to put in there, you can put 3. But who carries 3 lip balms nowadays? Lip balm and lipstick, yes, check. Folded cash, you have to fold cash twice. Once you can bifold your cash compared to the Pochette Clés Classic. You have to fold it 3 times to fit. But for cash, at least I'm talking about Singapore dollars bill. Fold it twice and it will fit the Pochette Clés S. The opening is wider, so it's easier to access, and you can even fit your keycard fob. Keycard fob, is that what it's called? Okay, this is just a research. I don't have a car, so I don't know if what's FOB stands for. But anyway, your car key, that thick square car key, yes, you can put that in. And yeah, it's a big plus for all the users who carries small things. It's good to organize your things inside if you're carrying a bag. Okay, the next is the price comparison. And as of now, the pricing in Louis Vuitton Singapore is, as I'm recording this now in May 26, 2025. Pochette Clés is 505 Singapore dollars. Pochette Clés S is 560 Singapore dollars. And so it's nearly about $55 difference, and even more depending on the leather and limited editions. Okay, but I am comparing now the classic canvas collection. In USD, it's roughly around 395 versus 437 USD. In such a small piece, the difference can be a deciding factor. But in my opinion, if pricing is your only concern, Pochette Clés S is more worth it with the money, with the space that you're gonna have with it. I hope I'm not missing anything now because it's been a while since I make a review. Okay, now the most awaited is my personal opinion. I hope it matters, but this is just for me. Every single person has different needs and wants and lifestyle. As a person who's working 40 plus hours per week, this is my take. So for the classic Pochette Clés, it is iconic, and you know, this classic piece has been doing its job for decades in terms of luxury collection. So I've seen clients or even co-workers and friends that has been carrying this Pochette Clés for over 10 years. It is reliable, discreet, and for most of us, it even brings back memories of our first LV purchase. So I get the sentimental value of the Pochette Clés Classic. Now, with the Pochette Clés S, it looks like the cool cousin that shows up in a better storage, a sleeker silhouette, and a more universal vibe. Whether you're in a minimalist fashion or you're in a full-on streetwear, it definitely fits. And you know, for some SLG, it feels meh to touch, but this isn't one of them. It feels intentional. It feels like this SLG is created intentionally for people who really needs it. And I would have to say that the internal layout makes a lot of difference. That extra card slot and roomier compartments make it more useful as a standalone grab-to-go wallet. You can toss all your essentials inside, your lipstick, your cash, your card, your keys, and not getting to worry about it being snugged or warped inside because it's spacious enough. Now, when it comes to buying this wallet, whether you're deciding if you need it or not, or you, well, need it or not is not a question. If you, if it's worth getting it, if you already have a Pochette Classic Clés and you're happy with it, there's really no rush to replace it. If it still holds its ground, just keep it. it depends on where you are in your luxury journey. Then it's really up to you to decide whether it's time to buy a new one. But if I do not have any SLG or a small pouch with me right now and I have to choose between the two, I would personally choose the Pochette Clés S for daily use. Especially if I'm just starting my SLG collection from Louis Vuitton, it checks the boxes for today's lifestyle and giving that Louis Vuitton DNA. So for me, Pochette Clés S is a yes. Now, as a bonus segment, if you are not convinced if these two are for you, there are a lot more SLGs or small leather goods in Louis Vuitton selection that you can have. First is the mini pochette accessoire. It holds more, doubles as mini clutch and a bag organizer because of its chain that comes with it that you can actually hold in your hand. It costs 1,040 currently, SGD. The second one is the zippy coin purse. It is more secure with a full zipper, fits more cards. So it's $800. The next one is the Rosalie card holder. It is more slim, it's more structured, and more card and coin focused. It's only 625 Singapore dollars. And the next option for you is the Recto Verso card holder. I could consider this as a hybrid between card holder, key pouch, and a coin because you have everything in there. As I mentioned, you have the card holder, the key holder, the key hook, and the coin compartment, and it only costs 970. Thank you guys for sticking until the end. This is almost the end of the video, and I would like to know which one is better for you. Is it the timeless original or the sleek newcomer? Let me know in the comments. Comment down below. Let me know all your hesitation, and I will try my best to reply and help you decide for your SLG decisions. And also for my next video, I would have a comparison between Classic's Speedy 30 and the new LV Speedy Soft 30. So make sure you subscribe if you are building your luxury brand collection. So if this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up to help me with my algorithm because YouTube algorithm is very tricky right now, and hit the bell button. Why do I keep on saying button? So you'll be updated with all the new videos that I've been launching, and there are going to be a lot of honest review and insider stories coming in. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.